Hey everyone. So we're in a recession where people are losing their jobs left and right. And before you think about switching, I know that you know this one concept very, very well. And that concept is supply and demand. You've heard it probably your whole life. You understand what it means. If I have this piece of candy, in fact, I have this item that I keep on my table. It's a deer with a nice knife. Someone designed it. I don't remember what I paid for it, to be honest with you. Maybe it was $14, maybe it was 25. It must have been cheap enough to where I also got this. I like both of them and I keep them on my table. It's a display that I take pride in. Something that I actually purchased in my previous home and brought it with me to this one. But here's the thing. Someone created that. Someone designed it. Someone said, this will be bought and be a decorative item in someone's home, office, wherever. It's going to cost me this much to make and this much to sell. And that profit in between is what I will use to fund my lifestyle or future business endeavors. You see, they created the supply and I didn't even know I ever needed it. But because it was in demand for me, I purchased it at the price that they had elected. When it comes to your job, when it comes to your work, you must also understand, are you in supply? And how are you supplying your job with what they need in order to be in demand moving forward? Not for your future employer, but for the employer that you're even at right now. When you ask for that raise, when you ask for more, are you doing what you need to do in order to demand that? Are you supplying them a service or good that demands more attention? You see, the one thing I always harp on is how people go into their interview process. When you go in there, you have your nice suit on, you're crisp, you're sharp. You're looking to be the best employee that you can possibly be. You're all smiles, you talk about your resume, you talk about your work ethic, you talk about how you would never do such a thing like gossip about your coworkers. And then when you get in there, the first month, you're off to the races. You're setting standards. Everyone loves you and you're being celebrated. Your boss is happy. The people around you are happy. You're doing extra stuff that's not even your job. You never say it's not your job. You are the go-to guy or gal. 3 months in, someone new comes in to take the spot of someone who was slacking off a bit. And you feel like you're an experienced representative of the company now. You no longer take the extra initiative. You've proved yourself. You proved that you know the job. You proved that you can do the job. You are no longer telling and showing what you had told your employer you would do previously. In fact, you can't even remember what you told your employer, but you know it was the best things possible. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. You have sold the employer on who you are, and you have proved that for 3 months. Now it's time for you to train and teach the rookie. You take a step back, as you should, to teach the rookie, but that work ethic that you once had has dwindled. With that work ethic dwindling, people start to take notice. It may still be productive and it may still be more productive than others at your job, but it is not who you are. It is not what you're capable of. It is not your maximum potential. What you have shown in the first 3 months is not what you are showing now. And so you get the conversation. Is something wrong? Has anything happened? I'm concerned. And you don't know how to handle that because you feel as if you're doing too much for your pay grade. But that was what you negotiated at the beginning of your job. You weren't forced to take the salary that you took or the hourly raise that you took. You took that happily, accepting it and working to a standard that you were expected to work to. And now you're disgruntled because you realize that you may be working harder than others, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should be paid more than what you agreed to. So now you want a job that pays more and maybe doesn't necessarily fit what you are actually capable of doing at a high level. You might be able to do it at a low level, but are you going to be able to do it at a high level and sustain it? That's a big question to ask yourself. And so, before you go and jump to another job, have one question to ask you. Is that job that you want to do going to be in demand for you? It might be in demand for everyone else, but will it be in demand for you? With all the layoffs that are happening now, be sure to keep making money. Do your job right so that you can keep the lights on where you are. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.